Welcome to ZOOMERTIMES TV. And here's your host, Anita Finley.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anita Finley, your ZOOMERTIMES TV host, with a distinguished gentleman, John Ahlbum, who is the founder and the main guy there at the Ahlbum Insurance Group. And John's been working with us for many, many years, and he's always he always looks the same. He's always calm. I don't know what he does in the office, but he's always calm when I see him. And John has a wonderful group of people who take care of his insurance as well as he does. And he just told me something very exciting. Why don't you share with our audience what's happening for you?
Okay. At this year's convention, which is coming this coming week, the awards are given out every year to all the agents and agencies. And for the last 17 years, we've received an Eagle Award or an Eagle membership. It's the top 10 agencies in the country that are called Eagles in the Eagle Club. And we're actually advisors to the company. This year, I'm the first ever double Eagle, a new award, new status that they came up with for Eagles who have Eagles on their team. So Eagles beneath me, I guess, on the next branch down or whatever. But
Right.
So the double Eagle Award this year, I have no idea what it's going to look like or anything else, but I'm very happy.
Congratulations. You know, hard work always pays off. And it's the United American organization. That's what United American Insurance Company. That's the company that John's been with for so many years. And I have been a member of it as an insurer. I don't know, am I an insuree or I'm not an insurer. I'm an insuree, right? I don't know what I am. But it's, you know, and there's a lot of confusion out there now because of the Medicare. Well, you have Medicare Advantage, you know, you have plain Medicare, you have, I guess, a lot of other things. There are a lot of supplements, but I think it'd be very good. And John has done this before, but it's still confusing to people. So if people are just going to join, just getting on Medicare maybe a few months before, they need to know these things because they're going to be bombarded with all sorts of letters of introduction and what they should do, right? So if this were you, tell us what you would do and why.
Well, the first thing I recommend to people is that they get their enrollment into Medicare taken care of and do it a little bit early, even though it won't start till their 65th birthday. But that way, if there is a paperwork or something that holds it up, they won't be held up. They'll have it in time. And I like to show them the difference in the plans, show people the different plans, the Medicare Supplement plans, and also compare the supplement to the Advantage plan. The Advantage plan sounds good on paper, and it sounds good when they try to advertise it on TV, but the truth of the matter is that they're limited, they're geographically controlled so that you can't go anywhere in the country. A lot of hospitals and a lot of the top specialty hospitals won't accept them. So by having a supplement and starting out at age 65, you'll have the coverage that you need for your whole life. And you'll always be, if you get it in Florida, you'll always be 65 as far as your premium goes, because Florida is what they call an issue age state. So you don't get a premium increase every year for your birthday.
Oh, is that true with some places?
Some states have what they call the tained age, and they have a rate increase there every year until till the policyholder turns 81.
Oh,
With
and then 81 it stops?
Florida, New Hampshire, Georgia, multiple states are issue age. And there, as I say, if you start at 65, you'll always be 65 as far as premium goes.
Okay, but there are increases in premiums, I mean,
There
not
can
a
be an
lot.
increase, yeah, there can be an increase in the premium if premiums go up or claims go up or something like that. But it's still based on age 65, which is the lowest, possible rate. So
Okay, so some people, though, may change to you. Maybe they started out with Medicare Advantage or one of the other plans, and then they want to go over to United American. So the issue age is not 65, it's whatever age they are that they join.
right.
So that puts them at a disadvantage, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, unless they do it early enough, But there are cases where people move in from out of state and they've had a Advantage plan where they lived and they don't want to bring it, get one in Florida. So they'll start out at their current age, but they're happy, and when they find that they can go anywhere they want, really anywhere in the country for medical treatment, they're very, very happy.
Well, the other thing that I think we should mention, because yes, it does cost money to get a supplement, where the HMO Medicare's, the Medicare Advantage don't, but you also are limited to the medical people. If you have a particular doctor and that doctor is not going to be on this plan, you can't go to him, right? I mean,
Right.
I think that is a major disadvantage, isn't it?
Definitely. And there are co-pays and other out-of-pocket expenses with the Advantage plans that you don't have with traditional, with a supplement.
Talk about the co-pays. I don't really know how that happens. So let's say you go to your physician. What would you, just to go to him, would you have a copay, or what is the copay all about?
On some of the PPOs, there's a copay, $10 or $20 for doctor visit. Some of them have more for a specialist and stuff. And it varies by the plan. I mean, people need to know what their plan, what the plan they're looking at, what it actually involves and what it's going to cost. The other thing is that I personally think is important is with United American, a policyholder has an agent for life. The writing agent, or if something happens and maybe the writing agent retires, and the agency that the writing agent was a part of will still be there to help and advise and whatever the policyholder might need. Where with some other companies, some of the bigger companies, and also the Medicare Advantage companies, your agent is there when you sign your name and they're gone. You don't have the personal contact anymore. And I think the personal contact and the fact that you have somebody you can call up and ask a question to or ask for help is invaluable.
Right. So in other words, there's someone that will answer the phone, but it may not be someone who knows you or you know them. It's just a...
Right. It might not even be somebody in this country that answers the phone.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, that could not work so well if you're have some really important questions. No, and so that's, I think what you're saying. It's very generic. I mean, it's where you call, you get signed up, and that person is what? Just a person who signs up people, and then that's their job. It isn't talking with people afterwards.
Right. They're licensed agents, but they're actually, if you look at their position with the HMO or PPO, they're actually enrollers. They're not really agents, because once that person is enrolled, the agent is gone.
I see. And so, well, so are there not independent agents that you can go to and then that's your agent?
Well, there are independent agents that do, the HMOs and PPOs and the Advantage plans, but the way the Advantage plan is set up, once you're enrolled, the agent really is out of the picture.
Because that agent's not going to make any money now.
Right.
I got it. It's all about money. We'll talk about the medications now. That's a very big topic everywhere. So when they join United American, what happens with medications, and when they join the supplement, not supplements,
Well,
but the Advantage plans, and I'll talk about that.
There's multiple choices for prescription plans that, Medicare approved prescription plans. Some agents get licensed with 2 or 3 different prescription plans so they can give a variety to people. I chose just to not be licensed with the prescription plans, and I go to Medicare.gov, enter a person's prescriptions into and then the Medicare website will come back and give me the least expensive all the way up to the most expensive. And it'll also tell us what are the primary pharmacies are and preferred pharmacies and those things. And then we can actually enroll somebody right there on the Medicare website. And then we review it every year with them, because a lot of the companies, they'll change their formularies and they'll change their plans and they'll change their copays. So we can review it on an annual basis in October and November and see if there's something that maybe came along, this year that wasn't there last year that is better or less expensive and that kind of thing.
But it seems to me that I got from your organization, I believe, that I have some sort of a discount card that when I go to Walgreens or something,
Mm-hmm.
There's a discount. Is
Yes.
that for you?
Yes.
So is that
We have that. We also have the discount card. We also have a agency or actually a store in Sunrise called Can-Am RX Discount, and Can-Am stood for Canadian American when they first opened, and now they kind of shop all over the country, all over the world. I mean, if you somebody gets a really expensive prescription, it's even expensive on the Medicare drug plan, we shop it with Can-Am, and they'll put it in their computer and come up and tell me that in Canada it's so much for 90 days, in Australia it's so much, and New Zealand it's so much, and that kind of stuff. So they shop, they have it sent right to the people's house, and it can save somebody quite a bit of money on some particular prescriptions.
So it's called CAN for Canada, and what's the other AM? What's the other word?
AM. So for Canada American.
Canada American. So so they are then they have an actual storefront in Broward.
Well, I don't know if they're using it right now, because I think because of the COVID, I think most of their people are working from home, just on a computer. Because basically, when you call the store, whoever's on duty would just go in the computer and look it up and tell you if it was available and what the price was, and that kind of thing. But it works, and we can save people, some, on certain prescriptions, save them some serious dollars.
I did not know that. This is very good that you're doing this with us today, because with all the talks we've made, I did not know that. So you're saying that you're not affiliated with them, but you know about them, and you just help people
Right. You recommend
right?
them, and they're really, their people are really great, and the clients like them. You know, they get friendly with them, and they'll give them a choice on, you know, a generic from one country or a name brand from another country and things like that, and the pricing and what the shipping is, and usually it's a 90-day supply that's shipped in, and then it just becomes like an automatic refill.
I see. Oh,
All I need
okay.
is a
So,
prescription from the, you know, from the attending physician that can be faxed to them or emailed to them.
I see. So, okay, well, that's good news. I guess you're talking about very expensive, not little blood pressure like $15.
Right, right. But it is, you know, there are some prescriptions out there that are really, really expensive in the Medicare, most of the Medicare plans, but in the country, they're a lot less expensive.
Okay, but now go back to the Medicare Advantage. Now, do these people get their drugs free?
No, they have to pay for the drugs too. Generally their drug plan is included in the Advantage plan, so they're not paying an extra $10 or $15 premium for the, you know, for the drug plan. But they have the one drug plan. You know, they don't have a choice. It's all part of that particular Advantage plan. And they have to use the pharmacies that that drug plan is with and those kinds of things. And sometimes it can be costly for them.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so what if it's something that's out of their, you know, out of the norm? Then someone has to pay.
Right. And then the client has to pay. And it's,
Right, exactly.
and they don't get a choice the way somebody on a supplement does. They can't choose which drug plan they want or which drug plan they want, maybe based on the fact that they prefer to go to a certain pharmacy. And if that's in the preferred, you know, if that's a preferred pharmacy with a drug plan, sometimes they'll even pay a little bit of more money because they're really happy with a pharmacist or they're happy with this or that. So.
Interesting. Well, this is something new. So I think what it boils down to is if you are listening and watching and you have not joined a Medicare plan yet, you're just getting to that age, you'll want to talk to a few companies. You'll want to talk to the Ahlbum Group, and you'll want to talk, if you're going to talk to a Medicare Advantage, and you need to just find out some, you know, get some answers. Of course, you probably won't know the right questions, but.
And in some cases, an Advantage plan makes sense for people. If their income is very limited and things like that, then they can get coverage without having to pay a premium. And I can totally understand it. You know, that is a necessity. But if someone can afford a supplement, I personally think they're better off with a supplement because of the fact that, I mean, God forbid, but they're diagnosed with potential cancer and they want to go to MD Anderson in Houston, or they want to go to New York or Boston or one of the, you know, leading cancer facilities, they can do it with a supplement. And other, you know, and other specialties, not just cancer, but others. You can do all the supplements work, but very few of the Advantage plans work. Any of them.
Yeah, and no one ever knows what's going to happen to them, unfortunately, but there's no crystal ball. I'm talking with John Ahlbum, 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 and he represents the United American Insurance Company, and he is the founder of the Ahlbum Insurance Group, and their phone number is 877-970-4760. 877-970-4760. Their website is ahlbumgroup.com, AHLBUM group.com. So there's a lot to learn about all this, but remember, we're talking now You'll have to get some terms. This is a Medicare supplement. And so when you're told about, they're going to be asked an A, a B, what else? A, B, C, D. What are all the initials for?
A and the Medicare, A is hospitalization, B is the medical side of Medicare, C is the Advantage plans, or the managed care plans is Part C, and then Part D is the drug plans.
Huh.
A is something that everybody gets when they turn, if they've been paying Social Security when they turn 65, it's basically automatic. It's something they paid into out of their Social Security a few dollars, every month, which gives them Part A with no premium. Part B has a premium that's like $145 a month to pay for the medical side of it for the Medicare, because Medicare picks up drug tests and blood tests and lab work and things like that at 100% generally. So there is a premium for Part B, and then nationally, if they get the supplement, there's a premium for the supplement. And Part D, the drug plan, there's a small monthly premium for those. The cheapest one, I think, right now is $7, and it works its way up to, depending on the prescription. There's some times where you can pay a bigger monthly premium and a lot lower copay for your prescription with that particular drug plan. So it still ends up saving people money. But
Well, John, when people will call you, they call your office and they will talk to one of your representatives, yourself or one of your representatives. Is this what you do? You go through what we're going through right now on the show?
yeah, if they call the office, they'll get referred to an agent, and the agent will explain the differences, especially if they're brand new. And then we usually email information on United American and the Medicare plans and that kind of thing, and anything that Medicare itself may have come up with comparing supplements to Advantage plans and things like that, and let them look it over. And then we either, in the old days, back when things were normal, we'd go sit down at the kitchen table or something. And nowadays, we do a lot of it over the phone and with like a Zoom or with a screen share or something like that too. And someday maybe we'll be back to more face-to-face stuff. Although it's funny, even when we could do face-to-face, there were a growing number of people, mostly professionals, who'd say, well, we don't really need an appointment. I understand what you're telling me. Can't we just get this done over the phone and the computer? Because I really don't have much time. I'm really busy with my business.
You just said something so interesting. I've been trying to reach this one man who's running a very huge company. And all he wants to do is he texts me and he talks to me on the phone as he's driving home or driving somewhere. He doesn't do it like we used to. So is that the new way?
It's becoming the new wave, I think. And there's a lot more texting going on, but I find that the times when you're texting back and forth, you're better off dialing the number and speaking to them, because things can get misunderstood or get lost in a text. If you're talking back and forth, you can really be answered for.
That's true. It's and I like to copy my stuff, and on text it's harder to make copies and all. It's true, but it is amazing how text is the way. I mean, I find myself texting a lot of people. It's very fast, but for an insurance policy, I don't think it should be a text. It should be a sit down or something pretty serious.
Right, right. I want people to be totally aware of what they've got, what their choices are, and what we can do to help them. And I don't think I can do that with a series of texts.
Yeah, I agree. So you have everybody's information. So I've been with you a long time. If I didn't know something, you have me on your file, and you can go back from the very beginning, can't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's pretty important. But I think you said something that I was shocked about, that maybe when you join, you talk to somebody, then after that, I mean, when you joined it, it was somebody who knows where they are. They're just what we call a call center, right?
They're what?
It's a call center.
Yeah. A lot of the Advantage Plan stuff, you know, the calls you get with that are annoying, but
Right.
it is originated at a call center, and most of them aren't even agents. They have a script that they read to you, and then
I know. No.
you say yes, and they transfer it to somebody.
Right, right. Well, John, this has been enlightening. I learned a lot today. I hope you have a great celebration and that they applaud you, and congratulations on your 2 eagles.
And hopefully I'll have some pictures for you.
Yeah, good. Thank you, John, so much for being with us. And we'll continue this as we go along every month.
Thank you.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Great talking to you.
Yep, same here.